Welcome back to Storytime, 1 May 2021 edition. Apparently this started as an internet meme on Facebook. Some young 22-year-old Arizona college student sent a Facebook message to everybody he could find named Josh back in April. So Joshes from all around the country have gathered together to have what looks to be a noodle fight to determine who the best Josh is. Yeah, see, it's a pool noodle showdown against hundreds of Joshes. And wow, Nebraska boy wins. Let's see. Is he? Yeah. Looks like he took a beating, but hey, good for you, Nebraska boy. Congratulations. I'll have to ask my friend Josh if he was there. All right, you see here, China wants to build an asteroid defense system. It intends to have discussions on building a defense system to help protect the planet against near-Earth asteroids. And it has ambitions for longer-term missions in space, and it's been in talks with Russia to build a space station and possibly a lunar base. And we just talked last week about how Russia is going to abandon the International Space Station. China's also planning on launching this Chang'e 6 lunar lander by 2024. It's a sample return mission, and it expects to have payloads from France, Sweden, Italy, and Russia. While Perseverance was busy making oxygen on Mars, Mars helicopter Ingenuity takes its longest flight. This is its third flight. It flew previously on April 19th, hovering for about 39 seconds at 16.5 feet, 5 meters. Flight number 2, it went up 4 meters and stayed in the air for 52 seconds. This is a solar-powered craft, so it's amazing that it's able to recharge this much. Now, flight number 3, it actually went 50 meters and had to come back too. So it traveled the entire length of a football field, round trip, at around 2 meters per second. Now you can see here down below, that's the view of Ingenuity from Percy, and then here is the navigational camera. It's a black and white camera. They're going to send commands to tell Ingenuity to use its color camera and transmit images back. Now Perseverance actually acts as the signal relay, so Ingenuity sends all its data back to Percy, and Percy sends the data back to Earth. So we'll be looking forward to more from Ingenuity and Perseverance. And while we're on the topic of Mars Ingenuity's third flight, we just got the photographs back, and here is a color photograph from Ingenuity looking back at Percy. You can see Percy there up in the upper left hand corner, and these are the feet of Ingenuity, these little black spots framing the photo there. All right, that's awesome. So again, we talked about this. It flew about total the length of a football field. It was an 80-second flight. I didn't know that Ingenuity was this big. Look at that. The blade span is 4 feet or 1.2 meters. And here it is compared to a human being and to Perseverance. Perseverance weighs a ton. Wow. But it's still barely big enough for somebody to ride. Yeah, it's quite the drone there. Excellent. And they say they've got a couple of flights coming up where they're going to push it hard and really test the chopper technology. I can only imagine future space missions. I know they're talking about using similar helicopters exploring the moons of Jupiter or Saturn. How exciting to have that extra dimension of flight. All right, on the topic of climate change, here they're saying climate change has been altering the shift of the Earth's axis for at least 30 years. They've been observing the Earth's poles moving since the 90s, but we needed satellite data from 2002 and later to show that climate change is altering the weight distribution. Basically, melting glaciers and ice sheets have caused the North and South poles to drift, is what they're saying here, because the water's moving to a different place on the surface of the Earth. Just like if you're a ice skater and you're doing a pirouette, if you bring your arms in real tight, you spin faster, and you stick them out farther, you slow down. So that's what they're proposing here. And then they're also saying that groundwater pumping for agriculture, pulling the water out from underneath the crust of the Earth to water crops, etc., is causing the shift of the Earth's axis. And that could only possibly have an effect on the climate. So you can just see where this is going to get interesting. Please make sure to look for the link down below in the description to my blog, where you'll find the links to all the stories we just talked about. Thank you, and have a great week. Thank you for watching Shitoku Tech. Please subscribe, comment, like, and share.